Well, the argument was in reference to the length of the Russian sticks. They are definitely longer in the blade than the Canadian sticks. And here we go, face-off number one, the big one, underway. Billy Uorwik in center ice. Putchkov, P-O-T-C-H-K-O-V is the Russian goalie. Nikolai Putchkov. Offside. Whistled by one of the Swiss players, Swiss officials. Face off at the spot just outside the Soviet blue line. First minute of play. Up into the crowd. Jack McIntyre is playing at center, flanked by Bill Uorwik and Brother Grant. Shuvалов, number 8, feeds the pass over intended for Bobbrov. Right in front of the net, and Jack Taggart clears it away for Canada to McIntyre. There goes Uorwik on the right. It's going to be one of the noisiest places you've ever heard this afternoon, come what may. Great contingent of Canadian soldiers and airmen are here, and plenty of Canadian supporters as well. Uorwik and Bobbrov in the corner, fighting for it. Bobich, number 7, gets his pass out. It's pushed away by Bill Uorwik. Here is Hal Tarala. To McIntyre. To Bill. Backhander. Turned away to the corner by Putchkov. On this side, Bobich comes up right wing for the Soviet team. He is number 7. Drop pass. Back to Shuvалов, and McLelland holds the shot, calling for a face-off. Canada has sent in 5 new men. We have Dick Uorwik at center. Killburn at right wing. That's Doug with the puck right now, and Jack McDonald at left wing. Defense Mak-Évoi and Conway. It's Jack McDonald. Flips one to the far corner. 2 men go looking for it. Dickie Uorwik is in there. Killburn traps it. And they jam it up against the boards along with the officials for a face-off. All set to go with Dick Uorwik. Gets the draw. Flip-out pass by Dick intended for Killburn is broken up by the Soviet team. This is Dick again. And his shot is deflected just as he let it go. Russian pass clearing out, comes all the way down the ice. Call back for icing. Close call with Jack McDonald. Russia on the attack up the right wing. Doug Killburn from the corner. Flip pass out to Jack McDonald just inside the blue line. Jack fires for the corner again. He and Killburn and Grant and Dick Uorwik are all in. George McAvoy is inside too. Here is the Russian break with Uvarov feeding the pass over, and McLelland made a beautiful kick-out stop. Missed the net from close in. Behind the net is Conway. And 2 members of the Soviet team are battling with him for it. Now it's Doug Killburn settling things down for just a moment. Makes the pass to McDonald, flips in, Dickie goes in for it. Killburn has it, back to Dick, out to Doug. Backhander right over the goalie's head. This is Krylov, number 6. McLelland kicks it out, right under the stick of George McAvoy, the Canada captain. Krylov took it away from him, behind the net, out in front. Shot missed the net. That was Kuzin, number 10. The Russians are putting on the power, plenty of pressure. Krylov, number 6 for Russia. Shot stopped by McAvoy. Ahead to Killburn. Flips the pass to Dick Uorwik. McDonald comes up and Dick goes down. But he retained possession of that puck miraculously. Krylov. Over to Kuzin, caught by the officials for offside. Here is Mike Shebага in now with Jimmy Fährberg and Jim Middelton. Middelton has it. Flips in to Fährberg, out in front to Shebага, and it's goal! That was Mike Shebaga's 6th goal in these World Hockey Championships. It came at 4 minutes and 25 seconds of this first period and puts Canada out in front. Middelton and Fährberg getting assists on it. That's Middelton with the puck, firing it into the corner. There goes Fährberg after it. Jimmy Fährberg came out of that one. Still in possession. Here's Šebaga with him. Pass over is intercepted. Fährberg took a good stiff body check, went down to the ice, but he's up and okay. Tarala, now Middelton. To Šebaga. Flips one about 8 feet wide of the net. Canada now putting on the pressure and keeping Russia inside its own zone. Shot deflected by Taggart. Bычkov, number 13, drop pass back to Tregubov. Behind the net, they're slashing at it, and MacLelland clears it away. Tarala picking up the loose puck. All set to go. MacIntyre is back at center with Grant Uorwik at right wing. Brother Bill at left. Conway, Mak-Évoi at defense. This is Grant to Brother Bill. Check momentarily, flips it in, and MacIntyre is skating offside. Shuvalov pass over to Bobov, intercepted by Grant Uorwik. He's in the zone now. MacIntyre has it in front of Bill. Bill knocks the goalie down, but can't get the puck around. He himself goes down behind the net. Here's a three-man Russian break. Mak-Évoi flashing at the puck. He's going to get it. Yes, sir. The official finger points to George Mak-Évoi. 2 minutes in the Husko. Canada playing a man short now for the next 2 minutes. 5 men against 6. The pass right in front of the net. Conway got to it, and Middelton fired it down to relieve pressure. Canada has Tarala and Conway on, along with Middelton and MacIntyre. 2 minutes to George Mak-Évoi at 5:15 for tripping. Middelton clears the center ice. This is MacIntyre. Canada in front of Russia by 1-0 on Shebaga's goal after 4 minutes, 25 seconds of this first period. It is Bobich who almost went up in the crowd. Middelton clears it again, trying to give it to MacIntyre, and Mac has it. Jimmy Middelton goes down in the corner looking for it. He and the Russian player tangled, and both of them almost went over the boards. These boards, incidentally, are very low. Knocks his man down. The puck is picked up behind the net by Šuvалov. Cleared out. Eugene Bobich is after it. Goes to Šuvалov. Middelton traps him. The shot is about 8 feet wide of the net and comes all the way out to center ice again. Šuvалov to Bobbrov. Slap shot is stopped by Kevin Conway. Here's MacIntyre. Called by the officials for offside. Forward line of Dick Uorwik and Doug Fährberg right now. High lofter by Kilburn. That's Kilburn, not Fährberg. Doug Kilburn, number 8. Here's Taggart at center. Just fires it back in. He's on defense with Tarala. And Canada is still killing this penalty to George Mak-Évoi. Shot deflected off Dick Uorwik. Tries to flip out, intended for Kilburn, lost. In the corner, Kuzin has it. Out it comes to Sологубов. In front, and they missed a great chance with McClellan splitting to try and make the save. They missed the open net. Fired all the way down, called back for offside. Canada back at full strength now with Mak-Évoi on the ice. We have Dick Uorwik, MacDonald, and Kilburn as the forward line. Conway and McAvoy defense. This is Kilburn ahead to Dick Uorwik. Looks for McDonald, gives it to him. All set to go. Out it came, the officials say, so we'll have a face-off at the spot just outside the blue line. McDonald. Break up by Kevin Conway, caught by the officials for offside at Canada's blue line. Dickie Uorwik gets the draw. Tries to pass over. It is intercepted by Уваров, and he breaks the stick. Doug Kilburn from behind Canada's net. Another broken stick. The boy who just broke the first one broke that one. Kilburn is after it on the far side. So is Dick Uorwik. McDonald intercepts. Ahead to Kilburn in front, and he couldn't get his shot away properly, missed the net by about a foot. Here's McDonald on this side. From the corner, goes around. Comes out himself. May shoot. He's still got possession of it. Intended for Dick Uorwik. Break up by the Soviet. Krylov got his shot away, but it was well wide of the net. Still inside Canada's zone. Here's McDonald. Up with Kilburn. Doug takes a slap at it. McDonald has it for Canada. Oh, we'll see what he does this time. Right in front. And deflected away. McDonald still got it. Over to McAvoy. His shot is on the ice, and the goalie splits to save it. Krylov coming up. Fell over a broken stick that was lying in front of the Soviet players' bench. McAvoy. Kilburn goes to the corner looking for it, and the Soviets fire it down. It hits the crowd. We've gone 10 minutes and 45 seconds of this first period of the big one at Krefeld, Germany. Canada in front on Mike Shebaga's goal after 4 minutes 25 seconds. Shebaga is on now at center with Middelton and Fährberg. The defense is Taggart and Tarala. It is Jimmy Fährberg from the far corner. Way up here to Middelton. Backhander is kicked away, right out in front. Hlystov, number 12. Shot was almost deflected. Hit a cameraman behind the screen. That screen is very light mesh, not much protection. Here's your face-off. Slap shot is missed, deflected by Tarala, and MacLelland makes no mistake about firing it out. Here's Middelton. His pass is intercepted in the center ice zone by Bычkov. Tarala has it now in the near corner. Trying a pass out intended for Middelton. Is intercepted by Kучевский. Behind the net, and Russia is putting on the pressure, and Шебага almost turned it into his own goal. That is Bычkov, number 13. Šebaga poked it off. Stopped by Taggart. Loose in front. Bычkov, number 13, feeds behind the net, out in front. Right across it went. Gurышев fires it into the corner. Hlystov, number 12, along with Taggart, fighting for possession. Here comes Jack out with it. Slaps at it. Šebaga has it. Pass to Middelton on this side. Jimmy started to go around his defenseman and just slipped down to the ice. Middelton again. Bычkov for Soviet Union. Deflected by Jack Taggart. And Taggart has it. Here he comes. Split pass ahead to Šebaga. Knocked off his stick, and Taggart picks it up again in center ice. There's Jimmy Fährberg with it now. Trying to pass out, he hits the post from behind. Middelton once again for Canada. Fires it down. Stopped in midair by a Soviet stick. And Mike Shebага stopped that one on his ankle. Up into the stands again. MacIntyre flanked by Grant Warwick at right wing and Bill Warwick at left wing. Bill, you'll notice, is the only Canadian player wearing a helmet. All of the Russian players do. They've gone about 13 and a half minutes of this first period. Canada in front by 1-0. Bill Warwick losing it. Right across to Grant. Lapped away, and Conway is Johnny on the spot. Shuvalov and Conway jockeying for it. Mc-Évoi sends it out to center ice. This is Bobbrov beneath us. Big right winger, captain of the Soviet team, goes down of his own accord. Over to Shuvалов. Cleared away. Here's Bill with it now. Pass intended for McIntyre, too far off the end of his stick. Bobbrov being checked by Bill Warwick. Picks up the loose puck, goes in. Bill Warwick on the break. In front of the net, that puck was deflected. Might have been pretty dangerous. Bobich on the far board, fires it over. Mc-Évoi knocks it down. Here comes Captain George, firing ahead, intended for McIntyre, too far. And now Bill Warwick has it, dropped past to McIntyre. In front, kicked out, and cleared down all the way to the Canadian zone. From behind his own net, Kevin Conway. Pass intended for Bill Warwick, who ran into the official, and the puck goes all the way down the ice. No icing on that. Bobbrov. And McAvoy intercepts in center. Here's McIntyre now, all by his lonesome. Grant Warwick comes from right wing over to these boards. Flip pass behind him to brother Bill. Lost in the corner. McIntyre can't get to it. Perhaps Grant can. McIntyre does get it. His shot is deflected by one of the Russian defensemen. Missed the net by about 3 or 4 feet. Behind the net, Bill. And Grant goes for it on the other side now. Kучевский passes up to his left winger. George McAvoy went down hard. He's going to get the gate apparently for, wait a minute. That pointing of the finger usually means an official call, not this time. Grant Warwick, Doug Kilburn, and Jack McDonald, Canada's forward line now. Taggart and Tarala at defense. This is Kilburn. Backhander is turned away to this corner. Pучkov is the Soviet goaltender. Here's McDonald. Shoots. It hits Dickie Warwick in the back of the legs. Bычkov loses it in center ice. That's Dick Warwick with it. Looks for Kilburn, looks for McDonald. Tries to feed a pass in center to Kilburn. Knocks away to the corner. Kuzin starts up the left board. Pass comes to Уваров. Tarala takes care of him, and McDonald knocks it down. Called by the officials for knocking the puck forward. Dickey gets it on the draw, then loses it right away. Уваров, number 11. Here's Krylov, number 6 for the Russian team. Уваров again. And Dickey knocks it off the stick of the Russian player on these boards. Right in front. McLelland, a great save. Man, he sure beat him on that one. McDonald starts up the far boards. Kuzin has it. Fires in. Tarala for Canada now behind his own net. We have about 3 minutes to go. Canada in front, 1-0 first period. Al Tarala. Slap shot knocks the stick out of the hands of Mr. Uvarov of the Soviet squad. And the pass comes all the way out to center ice where Jack Taggart has it. Fires to the corner. Around the horn. Over on this side, McDonald's after it. Close to Tarala. Tarala slaps a pass in, but nobody can get to it. Soviets pick it up on the move. Krylov and Tarala in this corner. Krylov took it away from him right in front of the net. And Kilburn comes up to save the day. Flips for the corner, and McDonald goes in for it, but Dick Uorvik was skating offside. That hit McAvoy in the back. Hlystov on the far side. The puck is high in the air. Conway held it, the officials say, a little bit too long. Very little bit. Mike Shebага. The 5 men outside the Russian goaltender are all in Canada's defense zone. Conway has it. Runs into his man. Jimmy Fairbairn's got it now on the corner. And it's cleared out into center ice. Here's Jim Middelton. Trying to get a pass away intended for Fairbairn. Deflected almost onto Shebaga's stick. Guryshev, number 14 for Russia. From behind his own goal, Fairbairn breaks it up. Bounced right over Shebaga's stick. McAvoy took his man and himself and the puck all down together. Shot missed the net by about a foot on the left side. And from the corner, Russia tries to move it out. With Conway bumping his man and falling for a face-off. Canadian player changes, bringing on Jack McDonald, Doug Killburn, Bill Uorvik, and now Hal Tarella's coming out. Conway or McAvoy will have to come off. It's Conway coming off. McAvoy and Tarala at defense. Jack McDonald plays center ice for this very important face-off way down in Canadian territory. 1-0 Canada, a minute to go. Tarala behind the net. Over to Killburn on the far side. Head to McDonald. Bill Uorvik just missed it behind the Russian net. Bobbrov way down on the far side after taking a rink-wide pass. Behind the net, Tarala comes out with it. Pass intended for Jack McDonald, a little too far off the end of his stick. McDonald and Bill Uorvik. Here's Uorvik with it. Bobich trying to come out. Pass across to Bobbrov on the far side, who is switched now to left wing. He started at right wing. McAvoy just took him neatly out of the play, and Doug Killburn starts up. About 10 seconds, according to the clock, left to go. Here's McDonald. Shoots the hard one. Rebound right in front, and Jack's in there looking. There's the end of the first period. Canada 1, the Soviet Union 0. We're set to go now. Here's the opening face-off of the second period. Canada in front of Russia by 1-0 in the final game of the World Ice Hockey Championship played at Krefeld Arena. Face-off from the corner where the puck was held against the boards. Dick Uorvik at center. Doug Killburn at right wing. Jack McIntyre at left wing. Playing coach Grant Uorvik is juggling his team around a bit. Killburn, back to Dick Uorvik, over to Tarala, shoots, missed the net. And Dick Uorvik had a shot at it from the side, but couldn't get to it. Tregubov holding Uorvik's stick and lost to Taggarт. Jack's all by himself. Shot didn't leave the ice, and Pучков turned it away. Russia moves up on the attack at center ice. Intended for Bobbrov, called for offside. Dick Uorvik at center. McIntyre has a word to say to him. Jack's playing left wing. Tape coming loose on Dick's left stocking, holding proceedings up for just a moment. Mike Shebага got his 6th goal of the World Hockey Championships at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of the first period. The only score so far. There's been just one penalty. Bobich. Tarala takes it from MacLelland. Bobbrov in the corner. Here's McIntyre trying to get a pass up, intended for Dick Uorvik, broken up in front of the net and broken up nicely by Taggarт. Here's McIntyre Jack McIntyre has it in for Kilburn. Knocked away to the corner. Taggart has it again. Now Dick Uorwik over to Taggart in front, and he couldn't get his stick on it. And it's Bobich. Poke checked away by Hal Tarala. Up into the crowd it goes. Here's your player changes. The two players' benches are side by side directly beneath us. His catwalk is about 30 or 40 feet above the seats. So we'll have Mike Shebага, the goal scorer of the night so far, at center, Jim Middelton left wing, Jim Fährbern at right wing, Mc-Évoi and Conway at defense. Krylov gets his pass over to Kuzin. Intercepted. Middelton has it. Now Shebага. Trying to pass it out, and Kuzin knocks it away. Krylov, number 6, swings a pass over on this wing. Intended for Kuzin. Kuzin to Uvarov. And here's Kuzin again with it. But by the officials, face-off. The two officials working this important game are both from Switzerland, Messrs. Müller and Hauser. Krylov fights with Captain Mc-Évoi for the puck, and Middelton comes from behind Canada's net. Flip pass to this wing intended for Jimmy Fährbern, led him just a little bit too much. But Jim's after it in the corner. Here is Kuzin up the near boards. Pass goes over to Krylov on the far side, can't control it. Uvarov picks it up, stopped by Mc-Évoi at Canada's defense line. Drop pass back to Middelton by Mc-Évoi. Middelton still has it. Flipped in front to Shebага, and Mike just couldn't control it. In the corner, a little bit of high sticking. They jammed the puck, so they call for a face-off. Mike Shebага on the face-off. He gets control. Flips in front, and Fährbern almost kicked the puck in. Putchkov made a nice save and upset Middelton doing it. That would have been a real cutie by Jimmy Fährbern if he'd got away with it. Face off in the circle to the right of the Russian net. The Russian is defending the goal to our right this period, and it comes out to center where Mc-Évoi has it. Fires it into the corner. Canada's team is employing a different mode of attack in this game than the other ones you've seen. Firing the puck into the corner, and then 5 men go in looking for it. Bычkov got his shot away. It was cleared, and Conway is in with his man in the corner. Conway is going to get 2 minutes for holding. It is the second penalty of the night, both to Canada. Canada will play a man short. For the next 2 minutes, Conway skates into the penalty box. So let's see what Captain playing coach Grant Uorwik is going to do here. He's going to send Jack Taggart out, that's for sure. And probably Jack McIntyre, because McIntyre is a great penalty killer. Here's Taggart and McIntyre. It will be probably Middelton to come off. That's right, here's Middelton coming off. So it leaves us with McIntyre, Tarala, who is going to take the center spot for this face-off, Mc-Évoi and Taggart. Shot missed the net. One of the Russians upset right in front. Taggart playing without a stick. His is broken. And McIntyre has it. Back all the way through. And he couldn't control the puck after he beat the goalie. The goaltender's stick is away over in the far corner, and he has left his net wide open. Here's McIntyre again. Man, that one was close before. Hlystov, number 12 for Russia. Fires a pass over, hits the boards, bounces high in the air. Hlystov has it again. Russia passing pattern. Trying to work it out inside Canada's defense zone. Back it goes again. Slap shot behind the net. Hlystov has it there. Slapped away, and McLelland made a great save, and McIntyre cleared it. Grant Uorvik has come on to replace Jack McIntyre. Canada is still a man short. They're leading 1-0 in the second period, with Conway sitting out a 2-minute penalty for holding. Interception by Captain George McAvoy, and lost into center ice again, where it's picked up by Bobich. Grant Uorvik knocks it back to center again. Sологubov. Ahead intended for Bobich down the far side, but Taggart's got it. Fires it into center ice, and Canada is at full strength once again, and Bill Uorvik has come on. Here's Tarala. Hal comes off, and Jack McDonald goes on. Bobich from the corner. Cleared away by McDonald. Over McLelland's head. Into this corner now. Intercepted by McIntyre, by McDonald. Jack McDonald. Losing it in turn to Shuvalov. And behind the net and over into this corner, and Grant Uorvik comes over. 5 Russians are inside Canada's defense zone right now. McAvoy has it. Flips it out. Caught by one of the Russians, knocked down. Robov, and the shot missed the net by about 6 feet. Bill Uorvik in the corner, and as they start to jam it up, the officials blow the whistle for a face-off. We have gone 6 minutes and 20 seconds of the second period. Some of the spectators have been firing a few small items of debris out on the ice. There was a hold-up for that. Also, some of the more rabid ones are apparently blowing whistles that is causing the officials a little bit of concern. Here's McAvoy. And Russia still has 5 men inside Canada's defense zone. As McAvoy fires a pass out intended for McDonald, called back for icing. McDonald on the face-off. Behind the net, that's Conway. Trying to get it out, and it pops up into the crowd. McDonald taking the center spot for the face-off. In the circle to the right of the Canadian net, at our left. 0-2 Уваров, and Conway ran into his man and knocked him down. He couldn't get the shot away. Here's McAvoy with Grant Uorvik and Bill going up the far wing. Over to Bill. Drops the pass right off on the stick of McAvoy. He fires way over here to Conway. Kevin's shot is blocked by one of the Russian defensemen. Here's Bobbrov coming up. Poke checked off his stick, but onto the stick of Уваров. From the corner and now behind the net, it is Bill Uorvik losing it behind there, and McLelland had to go out. McDonald and Uorvik. Grant off his stick, but onto the stick of Bill. Right in front of the net, and Grant couldn't get to it. McAvoy did, though. Flipped a shot that was wide. It's behind the net. Score! How the puck ever got in, I'll never tell you. But they're beating on Bill Uorvik. So he's the man. Minutes and 35 seconds, the time of that goal, which must have come up over the top of the net. Frankly, I did not see it. And bounced in off one of the Russian players right in front of the net, Shuvалов, number 8. But Bill Uorvik, behind the net, flipped it up and gets credit for the goal. Here's McAvoy. Canada now leads 2-0. 4 Canadians go up. Jack McIntyre going in close, shoots wide of the net. McAvoy from the far corner. Starts to bore his way in, flips to Bill, Bill's in front, shoots, and Pучков managed to kick that one away. Bobich going down the far side, and George McAvoy is going to get the gate for 2 minutes. penalty to McAvoy is 8 minutes and 10 seconds. So Canada, for the third time tonight, plays a man short. McClellan got a beautiful stop on that one. Here's Killburn along with Dick Warwick. Over to Dick. He's still got it. Passing intended for Killburn. Doug's got it loose again. Over to Warwick. In front to Killburn. Back to Warwick. And Soviet Union breaks up the center. A honey of a body check by Tarala. And another one on the far side. There are Soviet bodies all over this ice surface right now. 3 of them went down in the space of about 5 seconds. And the crowd, which is predominantly Canadian here, judging from the noise they're making, got a great kick out of that last little flurry of activity. On the far side to Krylov. Way over in this corner. Here's Jack Taggart. Canada's still a man short. Just clears down to the corner to relieve the pressure. About 40 seconds left to go on McAvoy's penalty, his second of the night. Conway got the other one. Broken up by Tarala, and both boys go down. McIntyre shoots it down the ice. Canada leads by 2 goals to nothing at just about the halfway mark of the second period. Coming in from that side, beautifully stopped by Hal Tarala. Taggart stopped that one. Uvarov tries to break away, and the puck comes out to center ice. Canada back at full strength again. MacDonald comes on along with McIntyre and Bill Warwick. Here's Conway with it now at his own blue line. He is playing with Tarala at defense. Almost all the way through, and the puck went off the end of his stick. The Soviet goalie's about 15 feet out. Conway to Bill Warwick. Flips over intended for McDonald, too far away from him. This is Kuzin feeding a pass in to Bычkov. McIntyre to McDonald. Here comes Jack right up beside his own net. To Bill Warwick. Back to McDonald, and he just couldn't control it. But he's still got it. The Soviet attack at this particular moment and for the 10 minutes of this period so far has been rather conspicuous by its absence. 1 power play, and that was about all. McIntyre in the corner. Out it comes, almost deflected in. Bill tried to knock it in. McIntyre has it again. He drew about 3 men away with him, and he finally lost the puck. But Conway was there. McIntyre has to wait until Bill Warwick gets back on side. He does, and Jack fires it inside. Called for icing against the Soviet Union. Incidentally, at the top of your screen, you probably will observe what appears to be a rather dark smudge or dark line running directly across it at times. The camera positions here on the catwalk are not of the best, and directly in front of us is a large advertising gimmick of some nature that does get across the top of the picture once in a while. So you'll know what it is. It's nothing that we can avoid, unfortunately, from this position. Shebaga's at center, Middelton at left wing, Fährberg at right wing. Mike has it out to Jimmy, couldn't get it. Kuzin comes up this side, along with Hlystov in center. Hlystov swings to the corner, runs into Shebaga, and Conway takes it to the far side. Over here to Fährberg, to Mike Shebaga, towards the first goal, Mike. Well, that's pretty good, 2 bodies for 1 that time. Here's McAvoy starting to bore in, flips to Fährberg in front, Shebaga. time of the goal is 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Gives Canada a 3-0 lead over Russia. Shebaga's second goal of the night, his 7th over here. Shuvalov fires a pass over to the far side, gets a return pass in front, tries to poke a pass to one of his teammates, and there's nobody there. Here's Jimmy Fährbern. Drop pass to Shebaga. Slip pass over intended for Middelton, too hot to handle. Jimmy's still looking for it over there. Soviet pass across the width of the ice surface. Goes a little bit astray, intended for Bobroff, and Conway has it from behind his own net. Sending that pass for Middelton, he couldn't get to it. Bobich in the corner, tries to center out. Comes over to Bobroff on this side now. Back here to Tregubov. Fährbern almost upset him trying to get the puck, and finally, well, Shebaga had a whack at it too. Bobich on the far side, drop pass back to Bobroff, and Mc-Évoi took care of him. Bobich had a few words to say to the official. Pass intended for Jimmy Middelton, he couldn't reach it. Killburn kicked it off the stick of the Soviet man. Bobroff goes almost all the way through. It is loose shot. McCullough made a great save, and Bobroff is knocked down, and they missed the open net. That's Doug Killburn. Takes his man down against the far boards, and there may be a penalty. Wait till we see. Apparently not. This crowd is so noisy, it's almost impossible to hear the official's whistle. Middelton with Uorwik. Feeds to Dick in front, backhander. Well, the Canadian boys thought that was in, but it was not. It hit the side of the net. Middelton in the corner with it now. And the Soviet team is just taking now to shooting the puck up the ice to relieve the pressure. That's Bobroff on the far side. Here is Bobich here. Conway took care of him. Ahead to Dick Uorwik off the end of his stick. Bobroff couldn't handle that pass. It's 3-0 Canada right now. 15 minutes gone of the second period. This is Doug Killburn. Drop pass back to Dick Uorwik. And the return pass went astray. Bobroff. Ridden out of the play by Mc-Évoi, and McIntyre picks it up. Killburn right in front. Jack's backhander is at the side of the net, right in front. And Dick Uorwik almost rammed it home. He's still got it. He shoots in front, and McIntyre tried to deflect it in. That's Mc-Évoi behind the net to McIntyre. Out in front to Dick Uorwik. He's still got it back there. Here it is, and now Conway takes a shot. He missed the net. They are giving this Russian team right now plenty of fits. McIntyre flips one. It's still in there. McIntyre has it again. It goes up into the crowd. The Soviet goalie is coming off the ice. His stick is broken. And on one of the plays earlier, when he took a tumble at the side of the net, he took a pretty bad one. He was holding onto his back for a while, but he has a new stick. Jack McDonald will do the face-off honors. Forward line has Bill Uorwik, McDonald, and Grant Uorwik. Shot by McDonald. It's right behind the net at this side. Comes out to Kuzin, and a poke check breakup by Jack Taggart. McDonald fires it down, goes in after it. So's Bill Uorwik in there. McDonald has it. Loses it behind the net. It's on this side with Grant Uorwik, and Taggart traps it. Down to Grant, over in front of Brother Bill. Shot hit the goalpost. That goalie was on the other side of the net, and the shot hit the goalpost. Here is Kuzin. Shot about 6 feet wide. Bobich on the far side. Shot stopped by McDonald, loose in front. Kuzin in this corner with Tarala, and behind the net, Grant Uorwik has it. Goff is chasing him. Here's Kuzin over skating, and Bill Warwick breaks with McDonald. Hits the pass over, and Mac was turned around the wrong way. McDonald keeps it in for Canada. Shot is deflected, goes way over this side into the crowd. We're set to go with McDonald at center, Bill Warwick left wing, Grant at right wing, Tarala and Taggart on the defense. 3 minutes left, Canada in front, 3-0. Kuzin for Russia. Fires it to the corner. Picked up by Grant Warwick. Over to brother Bill at the far side. Bill can't get rid of it. Bobrov gets the shot away. It's deflected, knocked back down. Here's Grant feeding ahead to McDonald. He's all by himself. Overskated, and the Soviet defenseman lost the puck between his own feet for a moment. Doug Kilburn and now Hal Tarala. There is going to be a call on that of some nature. Apparently a whistle did or didn't blow. That's the question right now. Apparently it didn't. About 2 minutes to go. Icing the puck called against Russia. You're having a look from a bird's eye position right now at the peculiar brand of hockey helmet worn by the Soviet players and their bench directly beneath us. Soviet players lined up in front of their net talking to goalie Pучков. It will be McDonald, Kilburn, and Middelton for Canada on the forward line with Mak-Évoi and Conway at defense. And Jack McDonald will take the face-off here. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. 3-0 Canada. McDonald loses it. Almost regained it again. Gubichev shoots it into the corner. Picked up by McDonald. Tries to get his pass out. He got away with something that time because he carried the puck about 3 steps. Kilburn to Middelton, broken up behind the Soviet net. Middelton has it in the corner now. Gets away from his man, the puck is loose. Kilburn goes behind the net for it. Jam up against the boards, and the officials are calling at least a face-off, maybe a penalty. We'll see. Yes, sir. The first penalty of the game for the Soviet team. This is number 3, and I believe it is Sологubov, one of the Soviet defensemen. 2 minutes for board checking. It is number 3, Sологubov. So we'll see how Canada fares when they have a man advantage. 3 times tonight so far, they have played a man short. 1 minute and 10 seconds remain in the second period. Dick Warwick is at center. As a matter of fact, the 3 Warwicks are on the forward line now. Bill at left and Grant at right. McIntyre is playing defense with Mak-Évoi. Grant has it. Back to Mak-Évoi. Over here to McIntyre. Starts to move in. Behind the net to Bill. Bill got a slap at it but didn't score. And Dickey has it now. Comes out of the zone and Mak-Évoi has to get it. Here's Dick Warwick with it. Gave it to brother Bill in front of the net. Got knocked down for his pains, and Bill still has it. Over to Mak-Évoi. Shoots and missed the net. Here's Grant in this corner. McIntyre again. Back to Grant Warwick. This is Captain Mak-Évoi moving in. Gives it to Dick, and Dick's return pass comes, yes sir, out into center ice. The second period is only seconds away from its conclusion. Here's MacIntyre. There's the siren, and the Soviet goalie made a great save with Bill Uorwik right on his doorstep. End of the second period then. Canada picked up 2 goals and now leads Soviet Russia 3-0. The Soviet team skating away off the ice surface to its dressing room. They will have a man short when they come out for the third period for just a few seconds. Here we go in the third period. Jack McDonald is at center. And for Russia, it is Shuvалов, number 8. Russia is still a man short and will be for a few more seconds at least, the penalty incurred in the dying minutes of the second period. Canada in front by 3 goals to nothing. Here's Tarala. Feeds ahead nicely to Jack McDonald, goes off the end of his stick. He's in the corner for it, fires it out. Slapped away, but Tarala has it. To McDonald. To Bill Uorwik. Scores! Bill Uorwik! That goal was 32 seconds. Russia, a man short. Tarala to McDonald in the corner, and then to Uorwik. And Bill pulled the goalie just enough off that corner post to slip it by him. Second goal of the night is 13th in the World Hockey Championship. 4-0 Canada now over Russia. Al Tarala tries to pass over, intended for Bill Uorwik. The puck is rolling a little bit, but Hal picked it up again, and Grant has it in center ice now. Ahead to McDonald. Flipped away by one of the Soviet defensemen, Уколов. Shuvалov has it now. Here's his pass over to Bobrov. Back to Shuvalov. Stopped by Grant Uorwik at the blue line. Knocked in and called back for offside. Dick Uorwik is at center, Jack McIntyre at left wing, and Doug Killburn at right wing. Shuvалov still stays on for the Soviet team at center. Bobrov, number 9, is at right wing. And Krylov, number 6, at left. McIntyre overskated it. It is up in the crowd, and the players just don't know where it is, but it popped over the sideboard. This is Bobrov. Krylov on the far side gets his pass over. Bobrov couldn't take it, so here's McIntyre from Canada's blue line. Takes the drop pass back, still has it on the far side. Flips over, knocked away. McIntyre tried to push his way between 2 of the Russian defensemen to get at it. Killburn fights for it on the far side. They blow the whistle for a face-off. Almost had the development of a little fracas on the far side as Killburn was doing some bumping around over there with one of the Russians up against the boards. But the officials have got things calmed down, very jig time. So we go to work again. 4-0 Canada, early minutes of the final period. McIntyre shot it around the horn in the corner, behind the net. Dick Uorwik in there looking for it. Killburn gets it to Uorwik in the corner. Out to Killburn, he takes a flat shot, moves in, McIntyre in front, and it missed the net. Flat shot by McLean, Mak-Évoi got for that blazing shot. The Soviet goaler didn't see it till it was going whistling by him. And we're going to have a new goaler coming on the ice for Russia, I do believe. That's what's going to happen. His name is Мкртычан. Little fellow. And Pучkov, who has now given up 5 goals to Canada, goes to the bench. Dick Uorwik at center. MacIntyre at left wing. Kilburn at right. Conway and McAvoy at defense. Conway has it. He loses. Slapped by Doug Kilburn into the corner. Uorwik in there looking for it. So's Kilburn. Bobbrov comes out the far side. Over here to Krylov on the near boards. Gets the pass in and McLelland comes out. Conway from the corner. Ahead to Kilburn. To Dick Uorwik. At the far side. Cut in trying to give a pass to Kilburn. Kilburn knocks his man down who was trying to check him, but couldn't control the puck. Long shot by Kevin Conway, a blazer. Thinking he might catch that new goalie. A little bit off base, perhaps. The Russian team has failed to organize any form of positive attack up to this point. Middelton just came on the ice in time to pick up that loose one in center ice. Now it's McAvoy. And on the far side now it's Kuzin for Russia and McAvoy again. Way over to Doug Kilburn. Mike Shebага intercepting and losing it instantly. Middelton goes back for it. That's Kuzin for Russia. Here is Уваров down this side, slapping at McAvoy. Middelton has it. Up ahead intended for Kilburn, comes out to center ice. It was behind Doug instead of in front of him. Here is Krylov, gets the shot away. McLelland makes the save nicely. Kilburn from the corner. Shebага trying to get in there to pick it up. It's loose in center ice. Kuzin has it for Russia. Here's Krylov on the near boards. Shot deflected by McAvoy's stick. Almost cut the corner of the Canadian net. Beautiful golf swing landed right on top of a nice gray fedora in the front row. Set to go again, Shebага, Fährberg, and Middelton, the forward line for Canada now. Tarala and Taggart at defense. It is 5-0. 5 minutes of play gone by in the final period. Al Tarala on the near boards, over to Shebага. Mike starts to work his way in and loses the puck. Tarala picks it up, takes a slap at it. He's still got it. Over to Jimmy Fährberg, and he spun around and couldn't handle it. Back near Canada's blue line, Jack Taggart starts to move up slowly, shoots it in the corner. MacDonald has come on for Canada, replacing Shebага. Jimmy Fährberg on the far wing, checks his man, gets the puck, starts to sweep. Nice pass back to MacDonald. Here's Middelton on this side. Jack takes a shot, shoots. Wow. That went whistling past this sub goalie's ear. Right in front. Bычkov, number 13, gets his pass away to the far side. It's in the corner with Fährberg. Hlystov, number 12, broken up by Fährberg. Here's MacDonald. Middelton comes up on this side looking for a pass. He's got it. Jimmy shoots, hit the post. Grant Uorwik in the center ice zone on the far side. Over to Middelton. Called for offside. Little changing around of sticks here by a couple of the Canadian team members. Let's see, we have Grant at center. Bill at, no, make that MacDonald at center. Grant at right wing and Bill at left wing. Taggart and Tarala at defense. We've played 6 minutes and 20 seconds of this last period. 5-0 Canada. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 early in this period. Jack MacDonald And the Soviet goalie doesn't know where the puck is. Here's Tarala. Checked on the boards directly beneath us, and Bill Uorwik comes over. Hal gets it and fires it into the corner. Bill Uorwik makes his move for it, loses it. Bobroff up the far side. Rams back into Tarala, and I think he's going to get it. Al Tarala being sent to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Call that one as you like. The Swiss official calls it an infraction of the rules, and he goes to the penalty box for 2 minutes. There was some discussion beneath us between the official and the timekeeper. We wondered for a moment whether he had given Tarala perhaps a 5-minute penalty. There was no call for it. So Canada will play a man short now. We'll have McIntyre. No, as you were, he's coming back off. Dick Uorwik, Doug Killburn, and Conway and Mc-Évoi at defense. 7 minutes and 5 seconds of the third period gone. Canada leads Russia 5-0. Dick Uorwik in the corner. Trapped by Killburn. Canada putting on a bit of a power play here, even though they're a man short. Dick Uorwik has broken his stick, and Killburn jams the puck against the boards. Set to go with Dick Uorwik at center. Losing it to Bobroff. Picked up, however, by Killburn. And it could be another jamming session, but finally it goes loose down into the corner. Here is Bobich, along with Shuvalo. Back to Shuvalo, and his return pass is broken up by Mc-Évoi, who starts up center. Looks for Doug Killburn over here. May shoot. He does. And the Russian goalie did a jumping jack act that time. Across the ice from Killburn to Mc-Évoi. Canada playing a man short is keeping the puck inside the Russian zone. Bobroff feeds a long pass up here. Mc-Évoi takes it away on the near boards. Over to Killburn. Up ahead intended for Dick Uorwik. Can't get to it. Shuvaloff rolled it in front of the net and is taken away to the corner by Doug Killburn. Trying to flip it against the boards, he sent it into the crowd. A familiar chant of "Go, Bees, Go" is being picked up by this crowd. The ice stadium here at Krefeld is jammed. Capacity is supposed to be 7,000. I would say there were more than that in here right now. Predominantly a Canadian crowd, many service personnel particularly. Bobroff from the far side. Shuvaloff tried to get a pass over. Middelton's got it. Russian players are having a tough time keeping their feet. Here's Russia moving on the attack with Shuvaloff in possession. Bobroff, Taggart chasing him, gets a shot away. McLelland turns it to this corner. Shuvaloff in front, a backhander over his head. It's behind the net. McIntyre starting to come out. Canada is back at full strength. Here's Tarala trying for a break. Tregubov is the Russian man Al's mixing it up with for the puck down there. Jimmy Middelton from the corner. As it slapped away from him behind the net. Mc-Évoi trying to get it. Canada continues to put on the pressure. They're leading 5-0. We've gone 9.5 minutes, the final period. Bobroff, offside. Mr. Bobroff, no light. He went down hard. He thought there should have been a penalty called, apparently. Put out his hands and sort of mute appeal to the officials, who just said no dice on that. All set to go. Having a little byplay with some of the boys from the Section B's Canada's representatives right beneath us here, yelling up, how do we like this? We love it, eh? Here's Bill, shot, and the rebound is batted away with the goalie down flat on his back. There is the 10-minute mark of the third period, and they change ends. Ivan McCullen moving to his position in the nets to our left. Right now has himself a 5-0 shutout. In the 7 games up to this point, he has given up only 6 goals. Bill Uorwick at left wing with MacDonald at center and Kilburn at right wing. Bill fires it in around the horn. There's Kilburn in looking for it. Up to Kuzin on the far side. The shot is saved and held by Ivan McCullen at the post. About 9 minutes and 40 seconds from now, if things keep on the way they are, this place is going to be absolute bedlam when the final siren blows. Many, many servicemen, Army and Air Force, Canadian servicemen here, and the crowd is predominantly so far this afternoon very definitely on Canada's side. A whole group of folks are here from the Canadian Embassy down at Vaughan. That's McAvoy in the corner, out to McIntyre, pokes it away. Up the side goes Dick Uorwick, but it's too far ahead of him. Kuzin, number 10, in possession for Russia right now. Pass goes to the far side to Krylov. Return pass comes over here and is slapped back into center ice by Kilburn. Uvarov, number 11, losing it at the Canadian defense line. Conway's pass is intended for Kilburn, and it's flipped back into center ice by the Russian defense. Here's McIntyre. Kilburn takes a slap at it. It's knocked down. Still fights for it. Sticks are starting to get a little bit high again. That is the second time Kilburn has been close to some activity. Shot by McAvoy is stopped at the Russian defense. Shebага is on, so is Middelton and Jimmy Fährbern. McAvoy and Conway, the 2 defensemen. Called back for icing. Face off over here. Mike Shebага on the face-off. Loses possession to Gurышев. Hlystov from behind his own net with Shebага chasing him, and Middelton takes it away. All the way over here, intercepted by McAvoy, shoots in front of the net, and they hit the post again. That's the 3rd time tonight. Middelton hit the post right in front. This is Middelton, number 17. Flip pass over intended for McAvoy, too far ahead of him. He lets it go to the corner. Russians are having a tough time getting out of their own defense zone, and that pass went away astray and is called by the officials for offside. There are all sorts of noisemakers in this crowd. One Canadian soldier is leading that Go Bees Go chant with a cowbell. This is MacDonald shooting it to the corner. He's on with Grant Uorwick and Bill Uorwick, Taggart and Tarala at defense. The Russian boys just keep firing it out of their own defense zone. Their attack has been just about nil. It's Jack Taggart shooting. Deflected behind the net by the Russian goalie. Bobbrov on the near boards. Flips the pass over to Shuvалов. Gets the return pass and promptly skates offside. But the play turns back toward the Russian zone, so there's no whistle. That's Grant Uorwick chasing the Russian defenseman for possession. Comes skidding across to this side. Grant almost took it away from him, and the Russian team cannot get organized. Bobich didn't seem to know where the puck was for a moment. Shuvалов to Bobich. Bobich gets by one man. Gets the pass out. Shuvалов flips it away, and it missed the net by about 3 or 4 feet. Here's Tarala. Over to Bill Uorwick. Led him just a little bit. So Bill goes to the corner, right out in front. Nobody there to get it. Bobbrov runs into Grant Uorwick and comes out second best on that exchange. Shuvalov over to Bobrov. Grant Uorwik moving up with Brother Bill. Over it comes. McDonald goes up to get in the act. Shot just about took the Russian goalie's head off. Man, he went down and held the puck beside the net for a face-off. Dick Uorwik on the face-off gets it over to Kilburn. Kilburn shoots. It's stopped by one of the Russian defensemen's feet. Dick Uorwik is jamming against the boards behind the net. Another face-off. All set, McIntyre is on with Kilburn and Dick Uorwik, and it's batted out into center ice by one of the Russian defensemen. 6 minutes of playing time remain in this game. The big one that has turned out so far even better than anybody hoped, I believe, right now. Kuzin, number 10, overskating the puck on the near boards. Conway picks it up. Flips the pass ahead intended for Dick Uorwik. Then he flips one out to center ice. Kuzin, number 10 for Russia. Knocked away by Kilburn. He has only one man to beat, and there's Dick Uorwik with him. Sticks are getting a little bit higher. McIntyre in front of the net, shoots, missed the side. Kilburn is ridden off the puck by one of the Russian defensemen. Here's Doug again, picking up that loose puck in center. Kicked it across the blue line, but couldn't control it. Conway's hot pass was too much for Jack McIntyre to handle. Bobich on the far side. This is just shinny right now. Here's McIntyre. Drop back to Dick Uorwik. Jimmy Fährberg has it. Flips over in front. It's behind the net. McIntyre's in there looking for it. So's Fährberg. And the Russian players jam it up against the back of the net. Right in front of the net, and Jimmy Fährberg tried to knock in the rebound from Middelton's shot and couldn't get away. Here's Tarala with a slap shot. Middelton picks it up, it is loose, and it's called for offside by the officials. Both whistles blast at the same time. Mike Shebaga's on at center now, with Middelton and Fährberg, Taggart and Tarala at defense. Right in front of the net, and Middelton finally clears it away for Canada. Here's Fährberg. He overskated, and Middelton picked it up. Takes the shot, tries to go through, loses the puck. Mike Shebaga picks it up on the far side. Hlystov, number 12, down the near boards. Goes towards the corner, fires out. McLelland does the split, and it went all the way across. Russia trying to work the puck in close to the Canadian net, and Taggart breaks that spot up. Over it goes to Middelton. Hit him on the leg, and he couldn't control it when it came down to the ice. It is Hlystov firing a rather aimless pass into the Canadian defense zone. 3 minutes of playing time left. Canada 5, Russia nothing. Bычkov on the far side. Tarala runs into him. They both go down, and they call for a face-off. Canada has on McDonald, McIntyre, and Bill Uorwik as the forward line. Mak-Évoi and Conway at defense. In center ice, the Russian pass intercepted by McDonald, who loses it right away. Bobbrov overskated. Conway has it now. Fires a hard shot, and that Russian goalie put his legs together just at the last moment. He is a bewildered young man in that net, believe me. Bill Uorwik picking it up. He's got a couple tonight for a total of 13. A change for Bill. The crowd is on his side. Fires it back out in front. Centering out. Nobody home to get it. Bobich, number 7, runs into Conway, knocks him down, but loses control of the puck. comes out loose in center ice directly beneath us. McDonald is chasing Shuvalov. Shuvalov passes over to Bobbrov on the far side. Bill Uorwik slaps at him with his stick. And the puck is loose and picked up by McIntyre. 2 minutes to go, a minute 50 seconds to be exact. McDonald tried to bump his way around the Russian defenseman, wasn't successful. Here's Bobich at Canada's blue line. He took a nice jolt from Conway. McAvoy intercepted, fired it out to center ice. A minute and a half remain. This is Jack McDonald at the blue line, called for offside. Jack McIntyre skated over. Middelton, Dick Uorwik, and Doug Killburn, the forward line for Canada right now. About a minute and a quarter to go. This is Dick Uorwik with it. Flips it down inside the Soviet zone, goes after it, but can't get it. Here it is in center ice, Kuzin. The Canadian team wants this shutout. 5-0 right now with about a minute left. 1 minute exactly left from the clock. Middelton is getting the gate for 2 minutes in the last minute of play, apparently for board checking. We were watching Conway tangling with one of the Russian players in the corner. All set to go now. Canada will play this last 55 seconds a man short. McIntyre on the draw. Out here to Grant Uorwik. He loses it in center ice. Russian defenseman almost overskated it right down in his own zone. Uorwik knocked one of the Russian players down. Conway put one of the Russian players almost over the boards, as you saw. And Kevin took those gloves off in a whale of a hurry, didn't he? He was going to do any punching. He was going to do it with gloves off. And he's going off the ice now. Two-minute penalty to Kevin Conway. About 40 seconds to go. Canada 2 men short now. That's Dickie Uorwik after his man. McAvoy's on, so is Tarala. Beautiful save by McLelland. Uorwik fires it down the ice. 20 seconds to go. 5-0 Canada. Kuzin fell flat. Drop pass back intended for Bobbrov. Over to the corner. About 3 seconds left. It is over. And Canada has won 5-0. And look at those boys mob Ivan McLelland. You won't be able to see the ice surface in a few minutes for bodies. They're just beating poor old Ivan to pieces.